I need to know what. Oh, darn. I don't even have a mic on. Mic check. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Mic check. Mic check. Trev. We good? Okay. I need to know what the heck is happening with Liverpool right now. I think it might be one of 3 reasons. I'm curious to hear is it just me? Am I crazy to have these ideas? Or are other people thinking these as well? First, is it a strategy issue? Is it a player issue? Or is it an Arne Slot issue? These are the 3 things I want to focus on today, and I'm going to try to be quick because the more I talk about the situation, the absolute frustration starts to seep through my skin. I know that's not a very nice. So when it comes to the strategy and tactics, I wanted to see what the hell is going on with Arne Slot. He's a smart guy. He managed to take a team that came in 2nd and 3rd place and felt like annual runners-up. Felt like annual runner-ups. They always came in 2nd or 3rd over the past couple of years, and it seemed like Man City was always destined to edge them out. But he took that too and took them to the league title in 1 year. That is pretty damn amazing, and I don't think that comes with luck on its own. I think it comes with hard work and dedication and smarts. But when it comes to the strategy, there's something missing for sure. Arne Slot has been playing with the 4-2-3-1 for, I think it's 10 out of the 12 matches this season. And it's not working. 2 of the matches that we played against Crystal Palace, they played with a 3-4-1, 3-4-4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
2,000 years later.
So here are the list of formations that we've played against in the past couple matches. So here are the formations that teams played with against us. Crystal Palace, 3-4-2-1. Man United, 3-4-2-1. Chelsea, 4-2-3-1. Same as ours. Crystal Palace, 3-4-2-1. And we beat Everton, Burnley, Arsenal, Newcastle. We beat them with a 4-2-3-1. Burnley was playing with the 5-4-1, Arsenal 4-3-3, Newcastle 4-3-3. It seems like there's a bit of collusion happening. So what are the strengths of a 4-2-3-1? First, we have defensive stability. You have 2 midfielders protecting that back line. Second, we have 3 technically attacking midfielders. Now, we know that Cody Gakpo and Mo Salah are wingers, but they can drop back into that midfield and play interchangeably, theoretically, and have more fluidity throughout that section. Third is the wide play. We know that third is the wide play. Those midfielders or wingers have the ability to stretch out the field and create gaps. And if needed or wanted, the fullbacks can also push in an overlap or underlap to create player overloads. Fourth, again, we have control over the midfield. Technically, the 4-2-3-1 could be played with 5 midfielders, but it's more of 2 forwards and 3 midfielders, the way Arne Slot plays it. And last is there is a bigger threat on the counterattack with 2 defensive midfielders and 4 players theoretically playing up front. There's a quicker transition into the counterplay. But if those were strengths at the moment, we wouldn't be talking about this in this video. This video would not exist. We're talking about the weaknesses. Teams that want to dominate the midfield, all they have to do is play 3 or more midfielders in their formation, because our wingers and our striker aren't going to be the defensive powerhouses, and we're not going to be relying on them to win the ball back. So if they overload the midfielder, then it leaves us vulnerable. We also rely on our fullbacks for width. If those fullbacks aren't providing width or they're not able to do their jobs effectively, then again, we're left vulnerable, especially if those fullbacks want to push up and aren't able to track back fast enough, or our midfielders are not holding the ball or are losing the ball, then the space behind those fullbacks gets exploited. And we're seeing that time and time again. We're losing on the counterattack, and it ends up being our two center backs trying to take on 3-4 players at a time. The striker is also somewhat ineffective in terms of defensive strategy. By how far up they're pushed and the way that the midfielders and wingers are sitting, he's often left on his own. And last is there's a lot of dependence on that central midfielder between the wings. Now, had we had a left mid and a right mid, as well as a center mid in front of those double pivots, then that would be a little different. There would be a true interchangeable system between midfielders on those 5 positions. But we only have one central midfielder along with those 2 wingers and the striker, which means that we're a little limited in our capabilities, and it puts a lot of responsibility on that center midfielder. That's why we're seeing a lot of interchanging between Florian Wirtz as well as McAllister, some Curtis Jones. We're looking for stability and we're looking for consistency, but it's too much pressure for one guy, especially right now in this losing streak. Probably that, because that's going to be the easiest of these 3 that can fix the team. The second, are these players just not compatible? Did we go out and pull a Chelsea and spend a bunch of money hoping that we would be able to create a championship team? But they went all out this season, and who knows, and said, we're just going to spend big and see what happens. We're in big trouble, because that's not something that we can change overnight. And I don't think this is it, because we look at the players that are on the squad. They're not players that come with a lot of drama or baggage, or although the Isak situation was pretty dramatic and caused a lot of baggage. So I might be wrong there. That will be much harder to fix than tactics or strategy or style of play. And I hope it's not this. Is Arne Slot the problem? If Arne Slot potentially doesn't have the tactical awareness or finesse to adapt to these challenges, then it's going to be a long season for us and potentially very short season for Arne. So those are my questions. Those are what I perceive as being the top 3 potential issues. Perhaps it's a combination, but I want to hear what other people think. Is it something else? Am I missing? Is it one of the 3? Is it a combination? If it's a combination, what has more weight than the other? If it's the players, then who are those players that we should be focusing in on? If it's Arne, what are his potential strengths or weaknesses that we are or are not focusing on? There is a lot to be asked of. And these are high stakes games and jobs. So they put themselves in positions to be scrutinized. We don't know what's going on with them on an internal and human level, so be conscious of that. But at the same time, we can say this is the product that we're expecting week in and week out, that we devote our time and money and our passion to. So this is what we expect. Let me know what you think. Curious. Peace.